In the most recent post in our InMotion channel, Man of Good will dropped a comment and made a suggestion that we review the movie trailer for The Lady of Heaven. Accepting that offer is a challenge since this will be the first time doing a movie trailer review, so here is our short review of the trailer.
The world is in shock as a group of terrorists has taken control of large areas of Syria and Iraq.
The world can be a cruel and dangerous place. Remember, even if you're afraid, be strong. Your loving mother, Fatima.
The opening scene gives us the impression that this will be a movie full of graphic footages, including violence and terrorism. Movies now uses plenty of cinematic effects, CGIs, abundance of exaggeration and drama. While the production vouches that the story is close to the truth, who will be privy or vouch to that veracity? Considering that the story is not widely known, if ever it is true or with a touch of fiction, it is not for us to judge. Then, to stitch the story timelines and introduce the subject or main character of the film, a storytelling old woman became the mouthpiece in sharing the very much unknown story about Fatima. The old woman, by coincidence, was able to take care of a boy whose mother died in the course of the panic and destruction in Iraq. Hence, she was retelling the story to the boy. That approach mends together the two timelines, one during Fatima's era and the second, 1,400 years, or so, later, or specifically, the current generation. Fatima, this trailer claims, represents, or is, or was, the Lady of Heaven.
Did your mother ever tell you the story of the Lady of Heaven? She was very special. Daughter to the Prophet Muhammad.
This preview effectively introduces the very unknown Fatima to the world. She was supposed to be the daughter of the Prophet Muhammad, and the film theorizes, suffered injustice and violence herself.
My time is near. And afterwards, my lovely Fatima, you will face many trials.
I would also add and suppose that the hate and violence in the film revolve around faith and belief or the supremacy of an evolving faith from another, and maybe a good sprinkling of deceit.
With my father no longer here to lead us, evil is with those who will extinguish the light of truth.
You're gonna let a woman tell us what to do? We will burn her out!
While this preview represents a snippet of the movie, be aware and prepare for scenes that depicts the ugly face of conflicts and wars, violence and hatred and wrath.
God will judge all of you.
This world has become a breeding ground of violence. Shadow will be cast across many generations to come.
Some lines and narrations I can't hear audibly with the loud musical soundtrack playing in the background, so I'm not sure if this line is the exact phrase, and may I quote, "It's such some people are full of faith, the biggest strength to everyone around me."
It said some people are so full of faith. Biggest strength to everyone around them.
The greatest thing in this life and the hereafter is the spreading of peace in the world.
Another line which sparked my attention was the voiceover, and I quote here, "In Lady Fatima's goodness inspired people to stand up no matter what the cost," and unquote. Does it suggest or mean it is acceptable to resort to violence which could cause chaos and depravity of life and livelihood? Does this reflect the general sentiment and actual practice of previous and current believers of any faith in particular?
Lady Fatima's goodness inspired people to stand up, no matter what the cost.
But if the line instead runs like this, and I quote, "In Lady Fatima's goodness, inspired people to stand up no matter what the cause," and unquote, then just the same, it should not be acceptable. Why fight for a wrong cause at all cost? Only the rightful cause should be acceptable, and nothing else. Well, that was a good display of visual effects. Did you like the quick phasing of the scenes? By the way, this preview is banned in Pakistan, or specifically, by the Pakistan Telecommunications Authority, and some countries, particularly the Middle East, released official negative reaction on the film and its story. An interesting note here, the film was shot on location in the Republic of Georgia and London. The production crew built the sets for Mecca and Medina of Saudi Arabia as reimagined in 622 AD. With a good number of cast and extras, among others, this movie was said to be completed at a cost of $15 million. With the pandemic about the world, I suspect, the producer or its promoters, sort of want to spread the info about the movie through the solicitations and suggestions of reviewing the preview. Indeed, a clever marketing strategy for free. But hey, sometimes, the trailer is too good to be representative of the entire movie it wants to market. Decide for yourself.